What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Lazy Sundays with this guy here.
And NiJa.
It's one of those episodes. Nothing is going right, so bear with me. Hopefully we can get through this entire episode with nothing else messing up. NiJa, what's going on?
Oh my God. Because Sophia is in here with us. And her grandparents have purposely left us. Like every 5 minutes they got something to do. So we don't have anybody to watch our kids. So it's going. That's how I feel. I'm just going with the flow today. It's not my world. I'm just living in hers. So it don't even matter. How's it going with you?
It's been a struggle. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Let's get into these topics.
All right, so let's get into this first little quick things. So first impression of Drake's new album. Honestly, never mind. How do you feel?
Oh yeah, it is called that. I thought you was about to be like, you said honestly, never mind. No, Dance Hard Drake with the rhythm. With the rhythm. I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, everybody first heard it. I guess you were expecting just rapping Drake. I wasn't expecting Puerto Rican Drake to hop on the track. I don't even know what Drake this is. Dance Hall Drake. I guess he's Jamaican Rican. So I'm not really sure. I wasn't really expecting that like everybody else. I listened to it a couple more times, man. There's a couple songs up there that's cool. I mean, the one with 21 is really good. That's the only one he rapping on. But I mean, it's one of them things where it's either for you or it's not. I think that's kind of how dance or the house music is. Yeah. But I've seen a lot of people who listen to that who's kind of been like, this ain't it. So honestly, I don't know because I don't really listen to house music like that.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to judge.
It's kind of hard to judge. But it's like 3 songs that I'm cool. That's cool, and the rest is like, if I'm out here, it's, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have any opinion of it. I didn't really listen to it. I just know through him how it sounds, so that's it. Next thing, Rihanna had her baby. She had a baby boy. I know we're like some weeks. I feel like it's probably been longer than that. Behind
like 2 weeks or
so she had her baby, so congrats to her ASAP.
Shout out to shout out to her and always strive and prosper, Rocky.
Okay.
That's what ASAP stands for.
Yeah, but
so go ahead.
But yeah, so just I don't know, just congratulations to them. She hasn't showed the baby, and who knows when she's gonna show this baby. And honestly, I don't really care. I get why people don't share their kids, so I respect it. So we probably won't never see that baby.
The baby about to pop up in a Fenty Beauty ad.
Right? That'd be good.
Baby makeup.
Yeah. All right, so next.
That would be terrible, by
the way. Coca-Cola and Jack Daniels team up for new canned cocktail. So how do you feel about alcohol in a can? I know alcohol comes in a can like beer and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, wait. So what is this supposed to be again?
Like Coca-Cola and Jack Daniels is coming out with like
like a Coke and Jack in a can type situation.
I guess so. Something similar to that.
I mean, in theory, it sounds good, I guess. I mean, people drink Jack and Cokes. My only thing about prepackaged stuff like this is it always got a weird taste. And I don't know what liquor or alcohol y'all using, because this is the thing. Situations like that, I know for a fact you're not about to put some vodka or some tequila in it and then put it in the store. So now that we're talking about it, I'm kind of confused as to what alcohol they put in there.
Yeah, I didn't go too much into it. I just quickly seen the story and I was like, okay, this is interesting. I want to see how this is going to turn out. I don't know. I know for girls like me that drink wine and stuff like that, we're always weird about when wine comes in like cans or like bottles and stuff like that.
Because it tastes weird, bro.
Yeah, it gives it a different taste.
It's like processed alcohol. And it tastes weird. That's why any type of, what's those things called? Like a, wine cooler.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff tastes weird to me because of the alcohol they put in it.
Yeah.
I also feel like they kind of try to overcompensate with the sugar, and the actual flavor of the drink kind of tastes weird. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. All right, last quick thing. So Cap was working out for the Raiders. I don't know. I think you knew a little bit more about that than I did.
Yeah, I know he had a workout for them a while back. They said it went good. It was a surprise to me. I didn't hear about it until it was happening or after the fact. But I'm not really sure about what happened since. I don't remember him getting signed.
Yeah.
That would have been all over the place. So
yeah.
I guess it's just he just came in for the workout, and I think he just had a good workout, and that might have been it.
Well, I mean, I can't say much. I mean, but I guess it's good that he had the opportunity at the very least. So hopefully this is a start to something great. So we'll see.
He's had a couple opportunities. The issue now at this point is somebody putting him on his roster, though.
Yeah.
So that's when the actual change will come. So we'll see. But like you said,
yeah. Hopefully
it's like a dog and pony show or whatever they say. When it's you just kind of running through the motions.
Yeah.
We don't really plan on doing anything with this.
Yeah.
So
I hope it's not like that, but you never know.
I mean, it's kind of been like that the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That man always wanted to play football.
Yeah.
He got hoop dreams too.
I guess. All right, so let's get into these topics. All right, so Apple iOS 16 will allow users to edit and unsend text messages. The latest update to the iPhone will allow users to edit and unsend messages you've already sent in this message app. Users will be able to mark threads as unread so they can return to them later. The ability to edit or unsend a text will be available for up to 15 minutes after the message is initially sent, and users can recover text up to 30 days after they are sent. What are your thoughts?
Hold on, wait, what was that last part? You can recover text up to 30 days? What
up to 30 days. So I guess if they never opened it, it says...
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I got you.
And you can unsend a text will be available for up to 15 minutes. So even after 15 minutes of you sending it, you can go back and be like, let me just unsend this.
As long as they read it, or even if they read it, I guess. Because I think the way it was saying it, when I seen it, I thought it was saying, even if you read it, I can still kind of
I think so, yeah. Even if you read it, you can still unsend it.
I mean, I think it's just one of those things where eventually, we was going to have an edit button.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. I wish we had that a long time ago.
I bet you do. That girl terrible, bro. She lived a wild life back in the day.
No, I mean, I feel like we've all probably said too much. You know what I'm saying? The heat of the moment of if you arguing and stuff like that, and you be like, I probably shouldn't have said that.
But this is the thing. Don't cuss me out and then try to delete the text.
But if you didn't see it, then why?
You do see it.
I mean, at that point, I could just unsend it.
You can, but one thing I noticed, that it says message unsent. Or it says message.
Oh, it will?
It says that.
Well, don't tell on me. Don't tell that I unsent it, though. I don't want you to know I unsent it. I just want to act like it was never there. Let's just pretend.
Though. That's the problem. Because people like you need to be held accountable.
Please. Everybody, if that's the case, we all do. Because that's why they're creating this.
I have no need to edit or use an edit button with my
Y'all,
messages.
He gonna be editing. Unsend.
I said what I said. And what I said was, whatever I typed.
Nene Leaks. I said what... Oh, you been watching Housewives?
No.
You know she did that. He know. Anyways.
I know a lot of things. One thing I do not know is whatever you're talking about over here, man.
Sorry if y'all can hear the playground in the back.
No, I'm not apologizing for this. Y'all wanted this video. You wanted a new pod. You want the kid. I'm not apologizing for none of this.
Speaking of.
Take me as I am.
Speaking of, the reason why we were missing, even though I know some of y'all don't care, and it's not like we need to explain ourselves, but I was sick 1 week, so was Sophia, and then we had stuff that we had to do last week. So
no COVID though.
We didn't have any. Yeah,
not COVID.
I didn't have
just
COVID.
Like regular hot cough, cold sick.
Yeah.
Thank Jesus, Dionte wasn't sick.
Yeah, he didn't get sick. Out of everybody, he's the only one that didn't get sick.
Because man,
that sucks.
I'm vaxxed up.
Anyways,
so when you put all three of those together, you know what that means?
Next topic. That's what that means.
I'm a child of God. So.
Akademiks says comments about sleeping with underage girls were taken out of context.
What?
Previously reported in the audio, the DJ and media personality can be heard saying, I would say I adapted the rule, which I think is fine. I said, listen, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting effed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She gonna get this DICK.
You know what's crazy about this before we even get in on that? You know what's crazy about this situation? Is it's always a dude that look like Akademiks. Like, I don't like dudes, obviously. But, you know what I'm saying? It's always the weird out of shape dudes, Mr. Potato Head bodies. That's like, man, these bees be doing this and they gonna do what everybody going. And it's like, but ain't nobody trying to fuck you, Akademiks.
Yeah, like, I don't get it.
Ain't nobody trying to fuck Akademiks.
Like, he always talking. Like, he just, anyway.
I mean, that's his job. His job is to talk about nonsense. He came up talking about nonsense.
And people support it, so he has a platform.
And a lot of people don't. So, excuse me, a lot of people kind of was waiting for you to do some goofy shit like this. So niggas can try to get you up out of here. Mm-hmm. But as far as, from what I understand of it, he's looking at it from us. He was saying...
Well, let me finish. It said, Akademiks said the comment is 8 years old and was taken out of context. The original conversation was in light of Kylie Jenner and Tiger's relationship at the time. Kylie was 17 and Tiger was 24. Mm-hmm. He was like, what I was trying to say is that either you're 21 or 20, right? And someone's like 17. This is only in like a college dynamic because they put 4 years of kids together just like they do in high school. I said usually there's not much of a difference. Mm-hmm. And then he just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. His whole point was, well, what's the difference between 17 and 18? Mm-hmm. If you gonna fuck with an 18-year-old, then what's the difference in her being 17? Which led the whole, well, what's the difference in that and them being 21? Mm-hmm. And that's when he kind of started losing everybody. Or at least that's when he lost me. Mm-hmm. Because I think what he was trying to say, I guess, in terms of maturity, I guess, like if you dealing with somebody that's young, they're still kind of gonna be young, I guess, even at 20, 21. I don't know what point he was trying to make. I mean, legally, it's a difference. I mean, yeah, so that's kind of the first thing. Yeah. I mean, but I don't get why people say things like this out loud, like in front of people, in front of cameras and stuff. As if people not gonna say, bro, you're wildin'. Yeah,
like this is wild to say out loud. I don't know. I feel like mostly too because we've had such an issue in this country with, young women, that whole situation, sexual assault, all of those things. Just like people just being creeps and weird. I'm just saying, like from a woman's standpoint, it's like from having to, a lot of women having to deal with that. People automatically will always get uncomfortable, one, because there's just an age gap, and like you said, legal-wise, and then two, because of you having to deal with those lines being blurred of, like, is she, what's the word?
Being manipulated?
Yeah,
because that's the real issue here, because it's like, they're young girls, so it's like...
He's looking at it like, oh, well, if we're in college together... And let's say you happen to be 17, like, okay, like, even, I think he had said, like, even if she had just turned 17 or something, like, It was just wow. And I was like,
it's always going to be weird for the simple fact that, but see, dudes like this exist where they basically, I ain't going to say dudes, women too, but in this situation, dudes, because people like to be predators, bro. Right. And it's different forms of it. And a lot of it is I can't get it out. Manipulation. Like, you doing this because she's young. She's 17, 18. Most of the dudes 17, 18 don't got no car, don't got no money. So those two things right there, even if you driving your people's extra car and you work at McDonald's, you got more than the average 17-year-old off rip. So just off of that alone, but again, you some 25-year-old bum. You're not 17. It's a big difference. Yeah. So it's like, but that manipulation, you coming up to this young girl and, you know what I'm saying, showing her things that's really not important in the grand scheme of things, but it's more than what she used to. So it seems like, but in actuality, it's just, again, people preying on younger girls.
Yeah. But I feel like even if the older guy doesn't have more than she does, you know, there still is just that age gap, and it's there for a reason. And I just feel like, you know, even though they say like women mature faster than men, it still isn't something that's supposed to be happening as far as like dating wise when there's that huge gap between the two. Because let's just be clear, like people had an issue when Tyga and Kylie was dating. This was not a thing. People was like, oh, I kind of get it. People were like, this is weird. Because people were looking at how she carried herself. Even though she looked a certain way, people were still like, that still doesn't give you a pass to think this is okay. You know, it's like, I don't like that. So
my thing is, I'm fine with an age gap depending on the age of the people. Like, it's different if he's like 30 and she's like 25, 26. Then it makes sense. I don't want to date anybody that obviously not old enough to drink, but you kind of got to go through some life experience first, which again, not saying that everybody goes through.
I'm about to say, because some people go through a lot and they barely be over 21.
You're right, but that still feels kind of young to me.
Yeah, like, I agree. I'm just saying, like, some people will twist it and be like, oh, well,
because that's true. I know a lot of people who've been through a lot of things before they were 16, 17. But that's more trauma than anything. Like, they're not necessarily, it's not like a badge of honor. Even though we kind of look at a lot of things like that. A lot of shit that we look at.
Go get in there.
Oh, I've been through this, that, and the third, bro. Yeah. That's just different forms of trauma, bro. Yeah. And it's a lot of shit that we not unpacking and dealing with as a black community. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah. It's just weird, man. But
that's it.
But yeah, it's weird. Man, at the end of the day, so yeah, man, make sure that these kids is of age. Emphasis on kids, bro.
Yeah. All right. Next topic. So, Saucey Santana responds to Resurfaced tweets he made about Beyoncé and Blue Ivy back in 2014. All right. So, I can't say too much of this because he was cussing a lot. So, this is him responding. He said, fake woke ASS BITCHs. People don't care about old tweets. The internet love this weird thing. This internet has this weird thing with power, thinking they have the power to cancel someone. Newsflash, you don't. Y'all be thinking y'all have someone by the balls about situations you don't give a damn about. Santana tweets. Celebrities are human, not robots, and they for damn sure ain't perfect. I still talk SHIT about, he just keep talking. He basically saying like he still be talking stuff about her, but he just kind of keep quiet because basically now he has an audience, a platform, yada yada yada. And the tweets that people are referring to is he says, I guess he quoted like a tweet he replied to somebody. They said, I just want to be Blue Ivy, and then he said nappy headed, and then he put like the eyes looking off to the side. And then another one was, I'm sorry, but yo, I cannot.
Fucking Batman in the background of the damn podcast whispering to us.
Oh, so annoying.
City. But You want me to go ahead and
All right, yeah, just go.
I mean, at the end of the day, man.
Oh, this child.
Two things, man. For one, they gotta leave Blue Ivy alone.
Now,
I don't know why.
To his point, this was old, and he said, I was miserable and broke too, making childish, hateful tweets in 2014. I'm 28 years old. I'm a grown ass adult. I have a completely different mindset on life when I was 20, but y'all knew that. So he's basically saying, like, come on, y'all, like, you know.
Yeah, it's one of them things where people would have said it, but nobody is gonna be like, come on, y'all, he's miserable. But I'm glad he said that though. Like, hey man, I was miserable and in a hateful space.
Yeah.
So that's really why I was talking shit. I don't really mean none of that. I just, you know what I'm saying, kind of was going through my own shit. Which hurt people, as they say.
Correct.
Most of the people who talking shit about Blue Ivy or in general on the internet are miserable.
Yep.
And that's just a fact, bro. You don't see me going around on the internet talking shit to random celebrities because I'm happy.
Or especially about somebody's kids. I always found that kind of weird.
I don't never address people's kids. If I'm talking about your kids, then that means I really want to fight you. Because I'm purposely talking about I don't talk about nobody's kids because I think that's weird.
Yeah.
And I think it's grounds for me to punch you in your face if you start talking about my kids. So if I start talking about your kid, I really want to fight you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to provoke you because that's how I would look at it. Like, so if Jay-Z came up and smacked the shit out of y'all, then
yeah,
Jay-Z really probably need to pull a Will Smith on. And no bullshit. The way people talk about
we don't condone violence,
and the way people talk about,
I get it.
I ain't saying I condone violence, but I ain't saying I don't.
I get it. I get it though.
If Jay-Z would have smacked Chris Rock and been like, keep my wife or my kid name out your mouth, everybody would have been like, y'all do be talking crazy about the girl. Which is crazy to me. They've been talking crazy about Blue Ivy and her hair
for a long time.
Let's go ahead as the black community too and go ahead and get rid of the word nappy, bro. There's so many other words for that accurately describe what's going on versus a derogatory term like nappy. The white man put that in there anyway, probably.
Yeah. To
confuse y'all and make y'all think y'all hair wasn't beautiful. When in actuality, you have the most perfect thing
that God has created.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, as someone that is natural, I get it. Can you...
You're supposed to put it in your mouth.
Why would I do that? Anyways, as someone that is natural...
Myself included.
And I have a child that is natural. We have different curl types.
Patterns. Daddy really know the right answer.
Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is that when this started going on with Blue Ivy, it was weird for me because I'm just like, why as a community do we do this to each other? And we talk about each other's skin complexion. We talk about each other's hair texture. Like, hair texture has been a big thing since I can remember. And now that I have a kid, it's like, I don't want her to ever look at her hair as a certain way because of the texture. It's like, you have hair. It's like the thing of just being thankful for what you have. It doesn't matter the texture. It doesn't matter the length. Be thankful that you have hair.
Facts.
Be thankful that God has just blessed you to see another day. Like, it goes beyond what you look like. It goes beyond your texture, all of that stuff. Like, it irritates me because I don't know. It's like, it's weird. Like, it's especially when it's men commenting on women. It's like, that's a whole nother layer to it. But then you get down to just what we do in our community, how we attack each other with our hair texture. It's just uncomfortable. And I just feel like people just need to stop. Like, I can go on, but I don't want to get too deep into it.
It's extremely weird, man.
It was old tweets. He addressed it. It is what it is. But take him out of it. It's just an issue that we just have in our community, period. And I feel like people are trying to use Saucey Santana as like, let's just, harp on you. But really, everybody else do it too. So it's not just him. Like, he just getting it all, but it's not just him. So,
hey man, if you're being grateful, you'll receive more blessings.
Yeah, that's the God honest truth.
Literally,
So I'm
the
talking about
God's
people,
honest
kids.
truth.
Be thankful for what you have. So Father's Day is tomorrow.
Yay, yay!
So
I'm gonna be on my Ice Cube stuff all day tomorrow.
hold on. Yes.
It scared me.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to, as people say, give you your flowers
Oh snap!
on the camera.
Whoa!
Anyway.
Bangers.
Cut it out. I'm not
Bruh.
even going to make this long because I have something to ask you. So,
Oh shit! Now she asking
I
me
wanted
freaky
to
stuff
say,
on camera too.
I wanted to say that
What you want to say?
Dionte is a great father.
Mm.
And from the beginning of our relationship, I've seen so much growth in him as a man. You can truly tell what type of man somebody is by how they parent. I strongly believe that. How they selfishly care for another human being that they either they created or they didn't. And to me, that's when I really feel like it unlocked a different level of love that I have for him. Because
It's spitting.
no, because it's the truth. It's like, and this is just me being honest, and this is in no way trying to, take away from what other people have done. But
what they taking?
I feel like as a man that was raised by a single parent,
Yes, Jesus.
you didn't just say like, oh, I'm going to be a product of my environment and then this is just going to be what it is. You're like, no, I'm going to be there for my kid. I'm going to love her unconditionally. I'm just going to be the dad that I feel like God has instilled in me to be.
Thank you.
So I don't know. I guess to say I'm proud of you is, I don't mean it in like I didn't think you had it in you, but I'm proud of the man that you are and that you have become, because I feel like it takes a special type of person to come from certain situations in life to selfishly be an amazing parent that you have become to be.
I appreciate that,
So
man.
I just wanted to tell you that.
I appreciate that because as NiJa just told y'all, I got this shit straight out the mud. You hear me? So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no role models. We ain't had role models growing up. All our role models was getting locked up and in jail.
Yeah.
They either had a ball in their hand or they was rapping, as they say.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so before we end this,
growing up was football players and rappers.
Before we end this,
Damn. So,
I want to know what's the most important lesson.
I was still receiving my flowers.
I got to ask you a question. What's the most important lesson you have learned since being a father?
The most important lesson I've learned since being a dada is that dada don't know shit. That's what I learned. I've learned that it doesn't even matter what you thought you knew, because what you thought you knew don't matter. Everything that you're doing is getting winged. It's no book for this, even though they write books for it. My kid is unlike any other kid I've ever met. I mean, my kid isn't, had a quick delay. My kid isn't like other kids, man. She's totally unique in her own ways. So it's like, I can't parent her like anybody else would try to parent their kid. So, I guess that's the number one thing I learned. Treat all your kids individually like individuals, if that makes sense. Because everybody's their own person. So, love them for who they are and what they are and what they is.
Very good, Dada.
I know, man.
That's good.
When you get it out of the mud, brother, you clean your hands and you find some things that you didn't notice.
Look at you.
Mine was the diamond, because I'm a diamond in the rough.
Oh, okay. And with that, We'll see y'all in the next podcast.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Day.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers I know personally. Because all the fathers I know personally and all my homies
are good dads.
Good dads, man. Continue to do what she's saying I'm doing, which is taking care of your kids and loving them
being
for
a
who
good
they
role
are,
model.
man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. All that good stuff, man.
Yep. And we'll see y'all in the next pod.
Peace, man.
Bye.
Go ahead, baby boo. Go ahead. You gotta tell people to subscribe and watch the podcast.
Subscribe to my podcast.
Look up at the camera. Say it again.
Subscribe to my podcast.
Subscribe for more videos.
Subscribe to more videos.
What else you want to say? You want to tell them hi?
Hi.
Look in the camera. Say all that stuff you were saying. Back up from the mic. Tell them how awesome your dad is. Look up here and say, my daddy is amazing.
My daddy is amazing.
You're amazing too. You know that?
Yes, I
I
know.
will say bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Look up here.
Right here. Say bye, guys. See you next time.
Bye, guys. See you next time.